If I were giving a toast, the adjectives I'd use to describe Robert would be...
Gorgeous.
Stunning.
Stunning.
Literally stunning. It's like you're so you and so Rob, but also I have no idea what you're gonna be like or what you're gonna say.
You always do really good answers about these things, and I'm just like, oh, that's really nice.
She's a nice person.
She's a leader. She's the future of humanity.
Oh, Jesus.
And the one hope.
Thank you. What film or performance made you interested in becoming an actor? I remember watching Man on Fire when it came out, and I was a kid. I was little, but I was there, and I remember seeing Dakota Fanning, and I was like, yo, she's like...
So good.
So good, and she's my age, and like, what is going on? And it was kind of scary.
You watched that in the theater?
Yes. Okay, my parents took me to see Man on Fire, and I remember that day. I mean, we would go to the movies all day on the weekends, like see multiple films. Yeah, that's what we did. Just as a family, our spare time was just watching films. I was seeing everything. Probably things I shouldn't. They were just like, cover your eyes. You know what I mean? Again, why are my parents taking me to see Man on Fire?
I remember seeing One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, and I didn't do like acting in school or anything. And you're just trying to like figure it out. You like get given a script and you're like, I don't know, like I think you're just trying to stumble your way through it. Like I didn't even know what I was even attempting to do at first. But then I remember there was a video store. I got Clockwork Orange and One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I don't really remember seeing a lot of like classic movies before that. My favorite movie before that was probably like Armageddon, or like Independence Day and stuff like that, which are still kind of my favorite movies. but it was just different when you kind of, I remember watching especially One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest and thinking like, oh, that's like how you're supposed to do it.
We actually have a signed poster of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Signed
by who?
Jack Nicholson.
What?
Yeah.
How'd you get that?
Tom figured it out, or somebody figured it out for Tom. I think Tom's brother figured it out for Tom.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Was there someone you consider a mentor who took you under their wing?
I remember one of kind of like the first people that got to have like a moment with was Raven Simone. I grew up watching That's So Raven. Watching that show taught me so much about comedy. I think she's so funny and so brilliant in that show. I still find myself doing things that are, even now as an adult, that are like inspired by things she did in that show. You're nasty. So, yeah, it was just cool to talk to another young black woman who had had a Disney Channel show before, and she gave me a lot of great advice. Definitely, I think one of the biggest things I learned from her, which, I mean, is something you should do anyway about, you know, respecting your crews, but making sure you have a relationship and an appreciation for your crews, because you will end up seeing these people throughout your whole life. And then, like we were saying when we were presenting at the Oscars, many of those folks that run those shows have seen me grow up. I've been on Dancing with Stars with them. I've been on Disney shows with them, you know, 80s cameramen on all different kinds of projects that I've been on. And so I see them like, hey, what's up, how are you? They're like, look at you, you're grown now, you know? So I think stressing the importance of like, you're not, you know, that important. We're all important in this.
Film of yours that really blew me away. I really like Malcolm and Marie.
Oh, thank you.
It was such an interesting time in the film industry as well, where it kind of felt like quite revolutionary to be like, oh, you can kind of just do it. And also to kind of make a movie basically about two people talking in a room. An event movie.
Right.
That used to happen all the time. It was a play, basically. I remember when it came out, it was so exciting to see that. And I thought it was so beautifully shot. I really liked it. And I thought it was so wonderfully acted. And challenges too. I mean, you're so good at making things must-watches. Loading stuff as well.
Thanks. Here we are, doing it again. The Lighthouse. It's very hard to pick a singular Rob performance I love, because I love them all. I am always impressed with your versatility and how you can just go there with anything. And there's really nothing that you can't do. You can do a rom-com, you can do psychological thriller, horror, you can do comedy if you want, you know, it's like you really can do it all, and you build such distinct characters, and I'm so impressed with the way you use your voice.
And if I hear one more word of horse shit coming out of your foul, rotten tooth, smelly old mouth. You damn.
Now knowing you as a person in real life. Like, how the hell and who and how and what did you do to your throat to even make it sound like that? Because I know you now and I know what you sound like, and I'm like, how did you do that, you know?
It's a very, very clever way of disguising the fact that you don't know anything I've ever done.
I swear I do.
I like all
I swear I
of
did. I
them,
went
man.
to the theater to see The Lighthouse, just saying.
You did?
I did. Which brings us to the drama. If you were giving a toast, how would you describe the drama?
People want to see happy movies.
Okay. Don't tell them the bad stuff that happens. It is so much about love, and you do care so much about these characters' relationship and want them to figure it out. But then there is kind of moments of like some jump scares in there, and it's you know, there's definitely a lot of drama too. So
it's a really unusual script when you just kind of read it and you're like, I have no idea where this is going from the very beginning. It's even knowing Chris as well. I knew that, I'm kind of expecting something unusual, but
it's definitely dark humor.
Yeah, very, very dark. It's funny because even the people who we both know, have such wildly different reactions.
Yeah, you can be in one like screening with like maybe 4 different friends, and they will all have a different opinion. I also think it depends too, like, kind of culturally, like where you live and what's normal where you live too.
We shall see.
We shall see. Give compliments and or a comfortable joke. Just tell me I'm great. Thank you.